Well, we're flying the drone above Douglas Avenue as we catch the westbound train, Parkersburg to Cincinnati, come into town. Got a couple of GP40s pulling it, and the block of cars to be interchanged is on the head end. Narrating this Wednesday morning. It's sort of foggy and cool. We had several rounds of thunderstorms yesterday come through. The ground is really soggy. I don't know how much rain we had, maybe 2 or 3 inches. But want to sit outside and get the ambient noise during the narration. I've got my car horn on. It's not very comfortable out here. I think we're dropping off 6 boxcars and picking up 7 cars, I believe. At the end, I'll show you Arley and Arley the cat, and also give a little update on stuff I'm working on the layout. The train's pulling into town. He's going to stop, and we'll make the cut. And the road crew is going to be doing all the switching. We've got an empty track. Well, we'll put their block on the passing siding, and then they can go into the yard to pick up the cut that's going to go west with them. And then we'll have the GP7 finish up. Had a lot more leaves come down on the Garden Railroad, but there's still a ton of them on that tree. So, as soggy as they are now, I'm going to have to wait a few days before I can clean them up. So I barely had enough room, train running into the wall, to clear the switch for the crossover. So I could not have done like I did last week with the handling both cuts of cars at the same time. Like I said, we'll put these cars on the passing siding. So we've made the cut. Now the engines will pull back up so they can back down the yard lead. Benjamin just sent me a video of the NW2 with the Loc Sound decoder in it. He's getting ready to finish it up. Of course, it sounds great. Can't wait to get it back. I don't know. It's probably still not going to be able to pull a cut of cars this long, though. We'll see. So they're pulling the cut through the crossover and back onto the main line. Again, running this way, I mean, the front engine was almost hitting the wall by the time I got cleared the crossover where I could back up. I do have some ideas on how to fix that coming up. I'll share that in another video about 2026 plans, probably around Christmas. So we're backing down onto the rest of the train. And then we'll show the train heading out of the yard, going west. I can't film the whole train. Hopefully you heard we've got a southbound Norfolk Southern train. It is blue at the farm crossing. We'll see if he blows at Hamilton Street, which is the closed crossing. And that's as far as I can go until the train hits the wall. So now it's time for the GP7 to get to work, get those cars off the passing siding. Sounds like he did not blow at the Hamilton Street crossing, so you're not going to hear the Norfolk Southern train again. Again, the train now has the Accumate couplers on it, the GP7. Smooth coupling. So now we're going to shove that cut of cars down into the vacant track where the road engines pulled the cut to go to Cincinnati. So we have one train left to run before we'll start sorting the cars out in the yard to go to the various industries and to Oak Hill. And that will be the run out to Voss's, out across the old CH&D bridge, interchange with the C&O Northern subdivision. We'll do that next week. And sometimes that doesn't take very long, so we might put a DT&I run through in there with it as well. Especially if I can get the spark arresters on the locomotives. Got a lot of projects in the works right now. So at least I did finish the mill building for the most part, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. So this will end the switching for today, but you can stay tuned for a little short view of Arley, the cat, and some update on some of the other projects that I've been working on. Here's Arley. He's been hanging out here for the last 3 or 4 days. You can see I've got a box, the blanket for him. We don't have much of a front porch. At least this way he's out of the weather. But downside is we can't use our front door. So we go out through the garage or around the back or whatever. Really surprised he hasn't headed over to his other home where this heated bed is, but seems to be pretty happy. We are going to get him a heated shelter for this winter, put in front of the garage so he can get out of the weather better. But he's doing okay. Since the video is kind of short, thought I'd give you a little update. This is where Union Spring was. This hole was where I had the wires running up for the lights in the building. Excuse me. So the spur used to come at an angle. I wetted it down with rubbing alcohol, got all the ballast off of it, curved the track over here. So this is where General Chemical is going to go. Actually going to have a lot shorter spur than it used to because I had the team track on it before. So now I know how much space I have to build the General Chemical building. Now, the partial photograph that my friend sent me, which I'll insert here, makes it look like it was sort of a, blue building, sort of like one of these, pole barn type buildings. So I found this Rick's kit. It's about the color. I want to have it. It's got a foundation on it. As you can see in the picture, it looks like maybe this thing had a basement, had the elevated rack out to unload the tank cars. Don't know how I'm going to do that yet, or if I'm going to, but anyhow, I'm going to kit bash this into something. It's not going to look like this for sure, but I'm going to use it as a basis. A couple other things. Last time I was in San Diego, I got these undecorated microtrains tank cars. I've been sitting on them. This CMR Industries has decals for tank cars, so I'm going to paint those up and get those into service sometime. And also CMR has the spark arresters for the DT9 engines, so I'll be able to paint those up and get those on the DT9 engines. I think that's about it for now. So hope everybody again will have a operations on the little switching layout on Wednesday. So hope everybody has a great weekend and stay safe.